Hi, ladies and gentlemen, it's Promise Breno here. I welcome you especially to the League of Champions training. Okay, thank God for this new year. I wish you a happy new year, very happy new year. I'm so glad, I'm so excited that you're alive. I'm so excited that you made it. Okay, all right, without wasting our time, we're going to go into what we have today for our training. The topic of today's training is how to maximize 2022. Okay, previously I made a video about the things I learned in 2021 and what to do in 2022. So for those of you who haven't seen it yet, after this training, please head over to my YouTube channel and watch it because you're going to be really inspired and you're going to learn a lot, okay? So I think I stated something about some of the mistakes I made. So it's, a lot of times if you want to become successful, you need to learn from the mistakes of those who are successful, those who are ahead of you, so that you don't repeat the same mistake. Okay, my dream, my goal is for you to become successful like me, or even better. Okay, that's my goal. So whatever mistake I make, all right, I can share it with you so that you don't make the same mistakes. All right, so it's very important for you to listen to that video or to watch that video if you have not seen it yet. And if you're new to my channel, I want to kindly urge you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit a like on this video if you enjoy my content, and also share it with somebody. All right, okay, so let's delve into what we have for today. So how do you maximize your 2022? Number one, define your goals. Define your goals. Have you done that? I did that before we entered into the year 2022. Yeah, I did that. It's very important. Why is it important? It's important to define your goals so that you don't go into the new year with a blank memory, with a blank heart. Okay, it's so important to define your goals so you don't go into the new year blank hearted. Your heart should be full of something. There should be a purpose, there should be a vision. You need to have a vision. Okay, see, without vision the people perish. That's what the scripture says. Without vision the people perish. So a man or a woman without vision is like a torch without a battery. It's like a car without fuel. It's like it's like a car without an engine. Okay, so you need to have a vision. What is driving you? You should have something that drives you. So it's very, very important you state your goals. When stating your goals, you can state them into short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals. Now, what are short-term goals? Your short-term goals are goals that you hope to execute or to achieve immediately. For example, every day you wake up in the morning, you have goals for every day. All right, yeah, you should have goals for every day. Like when you wake up in the morning, set your thought in the right direction. What am I achieving today? What am I going to do today? So you should have these goals at the back of your mind or write them down. Very important, you should write them down. Apart from having them at the back of your mind, you should write them down. Okay, so every day you should have a goal. So the goals you plan to achieve that day, these are short-term goals. Now, mid-term goals are goals that you plan to achieve in no distant time, not actually immediately, but it will take a bit time to achieve them. But these are midterm goals. Now, long-term goals are goals that you plan to achieve in the future. For example, what you plan to achieve in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, but you start building from now. Now, it's very, very important. Listen, the short-term goals are very, very important. Very, very, I think for me, they are the most important, because without the short-term goals, you will not reach, you will not be able to make it to the long-term goals. Do you understand? So the short-term goals are so crucial. They are like pathway to achieving the long-term goals, to achieving the mid-term goals and the long-term goals. It's like when you want to climb a roof, you need to climb through a ladder, right? Okay, if you want to use a ladder, you need to climb a ladder, and you don't just jump to the roof or to the step, the highest step of the ladder towards the roof. No, you have to climb the ladder and you have to march the stairs, stairs until you reach the roof. So that's how it is. So you don't need to skip any step. If you skip any step, it might, there might be a problem, because it's just like now you're building a house and you don't set up the foundation very well on the solid ground, no concrete, and you just casually mold something light and hoping that when you get to the top, that's when you're going to set the solid, something solid. The building is going to collapse, it's going to fall down. So this is why you should take the short-term goals very, you should take it very serious. Take all the goals very serious, but concentrate on executing the short-term goals. Put your energy on executing them. Make sure that you're smashing them, all right? But also set your midterm and your long-term goals, all right? Okay, very important. Now, when setting your goals, you need to be specific. Like, what exactly do you want? Do you want a car? For example, what I did was that I set my goals. Let me read. I'm not going to read out my goals anyway, but I'm just going to give you a sketch of what I did. All right. So my goals were like kind of like prophecies. So I had like personal development goals. For example, so I'm just giving you an example from what I wrote, but I'm not telling you exactly my goals, but just an example. Okay, now for my personal development goals, or for your personal development goals, you can set something like by so date, you should have read, or you must have read so books. Let's say by 31st of December 2022, you must have read 20 books or 15 books. All right. So you set it based on how you know that you can do it, based on your schedule, but make sure that you do it. Right. Okay. Now, another one again for under personal development could be every day you must listen to at least one motivational material on the internet, like on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Or you attend meetings, sell meetings on Millionaire School, and so on and so forth. So if it's about the spiritual goals, for example, you could say that, okay, every day you must read like one chapter of the Bible, or 2 chapters of the Bible, or 3 chapters of the Bible. Okay. Now you can also have your value goals. Now this is the kind of goal that you hope to help other people, to help other people achieve. Like, what value do you plan to give in 2022? All right, example, you can say that every week you plan to make at least 2 videos or 3 videos or 5 videos to upload if you have a YouTube channel, or you just plan to make a video to make it like on WhatsApp status, to post them on WhatsApp status or Instagram status, so that somebody will be lifted. Now, maybe you, after listening to this training now, maybe you jotted something down. So you say that, okay, I want to share it with, so it could be like through a post, not just a video. It could be just writing a post. Okay, let me tell you something about me, one secret. Everything I learn, I like to share it with people. In fact, what I'm teaching you now is what I learned from my mentor in this business, in the La Buena Vida business or project. Yeah. So I am like this. Whatever I learn and I'm benefiting from it, I like to share it with other people. I don't keep it to myself. I'm not selfish. Do you understand? All right. So this is kind of a value-oriented goal. Okay. What else? Okay. By the way, this year we're planning to launch the League of Champions Leadership Program. Okay, and it's going to be massive. Before the end of the year, we're going to be launching this program. So watch out. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great opportunity to help build leaders, unstoppable leaders. Okay, all right. Now you can have your house goals. For example, do you want to buy a house this year? Do you want to move from where you are now to a bigger place? So set that goal and write it down, and write the dates that you wish you would like to accomplish it. Like, set a deadline. So in setting goals, you have to be specific, number one. Two, you have to set a deadline, because if you don't set a deadline, you might not be very serious about achieving them. Set a deadline like it's like it's an exam that you have to submit, or like a homework a project that you have to submit at a particular time. So if you don't set a time to do it, to accomplish it, you'll not be so serious in achieving it, okay? Now, apart from house goals, you can also have bodybuilding goals or fitness goals or health goals, all right? For example, let me tell you something. Okay, you can say that, okay, this year I want to have 6 packs. Yeah, it's a good goal. I want to have 6 packs. If you're a guy, if you're a woman, you will say, okay, this year I want to be in shape. I want to lose weight. And make sure you stick to it every day. Start something. If you want to register in the gym, go and register in the gym, or you can be working out at home if you know the trainings to do. Do you understand? These are goals. These are goals. So you need to set them and say, okay, by this time I want to have 6 packs. All right. And so you're specific, and also you are kind of you've set a date, a deadline for it. Don't just say that I want to be in shape, but what do you wish to work on? Because if you say you want to be in shape, what do you wish to work on? So you have to state it. I want to work on my belly. I want to work on, so that when you come, you know that yes, you look at it and you do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's essential that you set these goals and write them down, like I've written them now. See, I wrote them down. See? Now, another goal you can set in terms of the health goals. Okay, I'm promising myself I'm going to eat healthy food or healthy meals in this year 2022. I'm going to exercise regularly, something like that. Then you can also have car goals. Car goals. What kind of car do you want to buy this year? Right? So state it, the car you want to buy. Now, this is essential in the sense that if you set these goals, it will help you to increase your work rate, because you know that you need money to execute them, right? Some of them, like these car houses. So it will help you to kind of, okay, since I want to buy a house and car this year, so I have to increase my work rate. Yeah, I have to increase my work rate. I have to double up my pace. Okay, because this is my target and I want to achieve it. All right. Okay, next one you can have, another kind of goal you can have is marriage goal. Do you plan to get married this year? Write it down. Write the deadline which you think. Write it down. Be deliberate about it. Don't just allow. A lot of people think. A lot of people that I've met, they kind of believe that, okay, they just fall in love. It just happened. Yeah, I know that it can happen. Some people didn't plan to fall in love. They just met somebody and they fell in love. It's good. All these things are good, but I believe that you should be intentional. You should be deliberate. Don't allow things get you unawares. So a lot of people like that fell in love and they got married and they couldn't take care of their spouse. They couldn't take care of their wives. Children started coming. They didn't plan anything. So I believe there's time for everything. For me, there's time for everything. So you should know that, okay, at a particular time, I need to do this, I need to do that. So be ready for it. All right, be ready for it. Okay, and another one, you can also have music goals. If you're a musician, how many songs do you want to release this year? Okay, so you have to write them down, plan it, plan these things. Okay, this year I'm going to release 2 singles. This year I'm going to release 5 singles. So plan all these things down. Okay. Now another kind of goal that you can write or you can have is business goals. What are your business goals? So you can say that, okay, for example, in this business, by let's say by June 30th, 2022, I must have upgraded my account to 15. You can have that goal. And when you have that goal and you have it written down, okay, and you put in your effort, your energy, you see that you can achieve them, okay? You can achieve them, all right? You can achieve them. And something about it is that when you set these goals, when you define your goals, okay, and you're specific and you set a deadline or timeline for in achieving them, don't doubt, don't think about, like, listen, just follow the procedure, follow the process, just follow the process and it's going to work out perfectly well. Just follow the process. Okay, so you should have a business goal. In this business, what do I want to achieve this year? How many people do I plan to sign up this year? How many launchings do I hope to do this year? Okay, so plan it. Plan your goals. Now you can also have money goals. How much do you want to earn by the end of this month? All right. So for example, last year, by God's grace, I ended up last year, I think at least I had more than a million in my account, something like that. Say like, okay, this year, I want to end this year as a millionaire. I want to end this year as a multi-millionaire. So set that goal, okay, and start pursuing it. Set that goal and start pursuing it. So now the first thing we talked about was define your goals. The next thing to do to maximize your 2022 is read it to yourself. After you've defined your goals, read them to yourself. Read them to yourself. Okay. And by reading them to yourself, you're opening up your mind, your subconscious mind to it. All right. You are kind of it gets registered in your subconscious mind when you vocalize it, when you say it out. It gets registered here in your subconscious mind, and it helps you not to forget it. Beyond you reading it, beyond you writing it, it is registered in your subconscious mind, such that whenever you're doing something, already your subconscious mind is already doing it. In fact, there are things you just do without even planning, because it has already been registered here. You know that you have to accomplish this goal. So you see yourself doing it. You see yourself waking up early in the morning, kind of smashing those goals, because it has been registered in your subconsciousness. All right? Very, very, very important. So by so doing, you're planting your goals in your subconscious mind when you read them to yourself. All right? Now, number 3, how to maximize your goals, or how to maximize your 2022 is, don't read the goal with doubt in your mind. Don't read the goals with doubt. Don't doubt anything. Say it like it has happened. Right? Say it like it has happened. Don't doubt. Don't think about, okay, how am I going to do it? No, just follow the process. This business is doable. Personal development is doable, but a lot of times our bodies, our emotions, our feelings, tend to mislead us. All right, tend to tell us that we can't do it. But in essence, you can do it. You can actually do it. So, sometimes, okay, let me just ask this question. How many of you, when you woke up in the morning, or when you wake up in the morning, don't feel like going out? You don't feel like going out. How many of you? It has happened to me so many times. I don't feel like waking up from the bed. I don't feel like standing up from the bed. But I pushed myself anyway, and I did it. This is how you should do. This is the kind of mentality you should have. Okay? Because you feel negative about this doesn't mean that it is the reality. No. The reality is not what you feel. The reality is what is written, what you've written down. That is the reality. The reality is the goal you've written down. Okay, and as long as you've written that goal down, and you are committed to bringing it to fruition, okay, it will happen. That's the reality. The reality is not what you feel. The reality is what you've written down. This is why it's essential that you write your goals down. Okay, so don't doubt anything in your mind. Don't doubt. Okay, don't doubt. Okay, doubt is a negative vibe. It is a negative vibe. Doubt can destroy your success. Doubt can destroy that thing you plan to do or you plan to achieve. Okay, so, and another thing I want to talk about is that when you want to become something, if you want to become a millionaire, start speaking like a millionaire. If you want to become a leader, start speaking like a leader. Okay, if you want to sign up millionaires, potential millionaires into your business, if you want to sign up rock stars, I'm talking about business rock stars in your business, start talking like them. Start talking like someone like that. Because who you are is what you attract. Do you know that? Who you are is what you attract. If you're looking for a spouse, you attract who you are. Who you are is what you attract. In most cases, that is it. Who you are is what you attract. So if you want to if you want to attract millionaires into your business, you want to attract serious-minded people into your business, start being serious as well. Be a serious person. Be a serious person. Okay. All right. So start talking and acting like a millionaire, like a multi-millionaire. Don't just talk, act it. Don't just say, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. Act it. As you're talking, you're acting. You're talking, you're acting. Okay. And also start talking and acting your goals. Now, for those of you, for anyone who came late, or anybody who didn't listen to the first things I said, okay, the topic of today is maximizing your 2022. All right. And I said that if in order to maximize your 2022, there are so many things to do, but in this video or training, I'm only going to talk about three, which is number one, define your goals. And I said that your goals are divided into short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals. Your short-term goals are goals that you do every day, you have to achieve every day, you have to smash every day. Your mid-term goals are goals that you're going to achieve in the next 2 days, 3 days, like, or weekly goals. Now, your long-term goals are like those you hope to achieve or you plan to achieve in the next 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, and so on and so forth, right? So, and I said that you have to be specific when defining your goals. You have to state exactly if you want to buy, for example, or let's say you want to come back to shape. Maybe you're getting fat and you want to come back to shape. You can say that this year, by June 30th, 2022, I hope to have 6 packs. And while you say it, you register the gym or you start exercises that will help you to get that 6 packs. Do you understand what I mean? That is the meaning of being specific. That is what it means to be specific. Be specific that this is what you want. Be specific. Now, apart from being specific, set a time, a deadline. Okay, what do I mean by deadline? I said by 30th of June. So when you have a deadline, you know that, okay, I'm going to do this. You do everything possible to meet up with that deadline, so that because if you don't do that, you will not be serious and you might even forget. Before you know it, it's already December 2022 and you've not actually done anything, and in fact, you even gain more weight. Okay, that's number one. Number two, read it to yourself. By reading it to yourself, you're planting them into your subconsciousness, into your subconscious mind. Okay, then because you know that anything that is registered in your subconscious mind, it erupts naturally. It erupts naturally, and kind of, even because there are times that you are human beings. There are times that you don't feel like smashing these goals, you don't feel like waking up in the morning, but because it has been registered in your subconscious mind that you have to wake up in the morning and go to work or go for training or this one, you just naturally wake up. Do you understand what I mean? For me, see, for a long time I don't use alarm. It has been I know that God helps me to wake up, but then also it has been registered in my subconscious mind that at a particular time I'll wake up. Do you understand what I mean? That's what I mean. Now, the last thing I talked about was don't read these goals with doubt in your mind. Don't doubt anything, okay? Because doubt is a negative vibe. Do ensure that you expose yourself to the right information, to the things that will allow you to to carry on, that will energize you to fulfill that thing, to achieve that goal. Okay. Now, when you wake up in the morning, every day, when you wake up in the morning, I want you to do this. Say this to yourself: I am that type of person that have whatever I want in my life. Okay, let me say it again. I am that type of person that have whatever I want in my life. I am worthy of success. I am deserving of success. I am capable of success. Say it to yourself. Okay. All right. Okay, so the thing is now, the question I want to ask you now is, okay, can you imagine yourself achieving your goal? Or can you imagine yourself having that goal? Can you imagine it? Or you just wrote it and you have to see it. Listen, the extent of your vision is the boundary of your blessing, is the boundary of how much you can earn. The extent of your vision is the boundary of how much you can earn. Yeah, is the boundary of how many people you can impact. If your vision is to impact millions of people, that's how many people you can impact. if you keep working on it progressively, definitely it will come to pass. So you have to see that thing you want. Always see it, have it registered here, see it. Okay. Okay, then okay, your mind does not know what is true or false. It accepts what is repeatedly or exposed to it. This is powerful. Your mind, this is why you need to control your mind. I made a video about I think the power of thought, and I think I talked about how that you need to control your mind, because you have the remote control, right? That's the good news. You have the remote control to your happiness. You have the remote control to your success. So when your mind is telling you something, okay, refuse it, change the channel. All right, use the remote control and change the channel. Now your mind is telling you that thing because of what you exposed it to. If you expose your mind to some negative thing, something evil, something bad, that it has been registered here. That is what is bringing those suggestions. So your mind does not know what is true or false. It is what you put there that your mind will have recorded. Sometimes we even without knowing, subconsciously, we just find out that there's a negativity planted in our minds because we live in this world. When you go outside, you see things, you see negative things that you can't avoid looking at. So in that case, use the remote control and change the channel. Change it to what you want. In my previous video, when I talked about the things I learned in 2021 and what to do in 2022, I said that you should avoid watching television. Like, I'm not talking about watching all the programs, but avoid watching news. CNN, BBC, avoid it. I'm telling you, avoid it at all costs. Because these people, they make money out of telling you bad news. And there's a lot of bad news every day. And is it that there are no good news? There are. But how many times have they told you any good news? If you're somebody who watches CNN and all those, how many times have they told you good news in a day? How many times? They want to tell you the bad news more. Because bad news trends more. It travels fast. Very fast, like the speed of light. Okay, so this is it. Be a creator. Be a creator. Create what you want to have in your mind. Create it. Create the scenarios you want to encounter for each day. For example, be intentional about where you go to. Be intentional about what you do. Be intentional about what you say. Be intentional about what you see, about what you watch every day. Okay? Okay? So if you do not think, or if you do not have the capacity to think of nothing, there is no millisecond in your life that you're not thinking anything. Listen, you're always thinking about something. 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 So be creative. Channel your thought into thinking the right things so that you can now create them in real time or in real life. Okay, that's my time. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. All right, ask your questions. Right, Mr. Benga, do you have any question? Do you have any question?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, bro.
Sorry.
No problem.
Sorry, I came late, so I was a little bit engaged with one or two things.
All right, okay.
Okay, no problem. I will. So what I'll do is I'll just watch through the clip again when you post it.
Yeah, I'll post it on my channel. You're subscribed to my channel, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna drop it in a few minutes after we end this meeting, and I also put it on the group.
No problem.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Now we'll talk on third. All right. We'll talk more.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Have a great day. Okay, viewers, have a great day. Okay, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like on this video if you enjoyed it. Share with somebody, and see you again next time. Bye-bye.